good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is exactly 8 p.m. on my time, and please confirm if you can hear me. Please confirm if you can see my business presentation. We are just waiting for us to go live, and then we can start with the order of the day. And without wasting further ado, my name is Mashii Rakgoale, and I'm super excited to be your host this evening. I see my chats are coming there, they are buzzing. Let me open my chats. Thank you so much. I see that you can see me. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much, leaders. Thank you very much. And without wasting further ado, I'm just going to introduce myself. I am a Diamond Sapphire manager in the business. I'm a Soaring Eagle manager, a MAC team member, a Level Up qualifier, a Global Rally qualifier, a Chairman's Bonus qualifier, a Forever to Drive qualifier, and number 15 top business case credit in Southern Africa. And I'm truly honored to be your host for this evening. Allow me to say hello, hi. The future looks bright. Somebody, if you can type for me there, the future looks bright, because you know what? With Forever, having you seen the forever opportunity, you will know very well that definitely the future looks bright. And while we are at it, may I kindly ask that we go and tell somebody to say, tell someone to tell someone to tell someone to say, hey, the meeting is on, let's get going. Please do tune in. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I just want to introduce also my guest for this evening, and her name is Indishi Andreas. You know, a woman who came into the opportunity all the way from Namibia, and I can't wait for you to listen or to hear her story. She shared with us just a couple of weeks ago at one of our seminars, and it was her very first time on that platform. And believe you me, she blew us away. Her story, it touches any mother, a mother who's got a child, a mother or a father who's got a child, anybody who might be having a child. Her story will definitely touch you, because you know what? She has turned her pain into power. And I would like for you not to leave that dial. Don't touch that dial. Don't leave the meeting. Please, let's run through the business presentation so I can show you how Forever is going to unlock your future. And also, with that being said, she will come in and definitely share her story, and we cannot wait to hear from her. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm going to kick off the meeting right away. And I just want you to ponder on something, and please just give me one moment. I just want to fix something quickly. Okay, thank you so much. I just want you to ponder on something, to say, what matters to you the most? What matters to you the most? What is it that actually makes you have a sleepless night? Could it be the school fees? Could it be, that health issue that you might be having? Could it be that you've just been diagnosed with something? I'm not here to say our products are curative. I'm here to just say they will definitely support that ailment which you've got on your body. Could it be a community that you are looking for, that you need for them to empower you? What is it that actually keeps you awake at night? And if you're here and you'd love to share, you are comfortable to share, please share with me, what is it that actually keeps you awake at night? So, with that being said, I just want to ask you also, what is it that you would love to achieve? What is it that has been sitting on your mind? Could it be that one day you are feeling afraid right now, because you feel like you don't have, if should God remember you, maybe your children might not have a home. What is it? Like, what is it that actually keeps you up at night right now? And I just want to say, the freedom that this business comes with, the freedom that you you can actually have all that you wish to have through this amazing opportunity. A very simple concept, a concept that promises me and you to say, you know what, this that is keeping you up at night will definitely be covered or is covered. And that was my question to you. Right now, we are going to be addressing what matters most to you. What is it that actually matters most to you right now? Are you scared that where you are renting, if God remembers you right now? I mean, that is a touching factor for anybody to say, if God remembers me, should God remember me, where are my kids going to stay? If they are saying I've got this certain health ailment, how long do I still have to? Will I still live to see my children? Could it be that you might have overspent and you're finding yourself maybe over indebted, and you are asking yourself, when is the day that things are going to stop looking the way they are? Let me tell you, my friend. Let me tell you, my brother, my sister. Let me tell you, my leader. Tonight, your life could have been waiting for this moment where things can definitely take a turn and change. And I just want to introduce you to say, this is the Forever Living business opportunity. I absolutely love this opportunity because it uses its own people. We don't take pictures from magazines. We don't hire models here. We are our own models. We are our own ambassadors in Forever Living products. And definitely this is Forever. This is the Forever that was founded in 1978. I want to say, if you're in Southern Africa, just a type there for me, South Africa, wherever you are in the world, or in which country you might be in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I know we are international today because I'm South African. I'm all the way in South Africa. And I know my guest speaker for this evening is all the way from Namibia. So I am expecting a bit of everything in this meeting, worldwide vibes. So as I take you through the business opportunity, our company was founded in 1978 by the late Rexmon. He had me and you in mind. He knew that a day like this would come where you would actually look for something and the answer would be there in an opportunity. And I'm happy to say that, having him started this business, our headquarters currently are in Scottsdale in United States of America. We own aloe vera farms in the Dominican Republic and Texas. And I want you to read that we distribute products in more than 140 countries of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say we are not only distributing, but we have exploded to 140 countries of the world, which business opportunity can you get in over 140 governments who have said, or 140 presidents who have said, you know what, it's a tick from me. Let this business opportunity come and empower my people. So we have exploded in over 140 countries of the world. We remain a debt-free and a family-owned business. And this is our family members, guys. This is our family right here. We've got Greg Morn, who is the CEO of Forever Living Products. I'm talking about a guy, a go-to guy. I'm talking about a touch and feel. So many companies would hardly show you their executives, but here we are priding them. We are moving with them. We are saying these are the guys who make sure that, we are happy worldwide. And that is our CEO, Greg Mon. Aiden O'Hare is our president of Forever Living Products. We've also got Garen Brainhold, who's the executive vice president of sales and technology in Forever Living Products. And then we also do have Jean-Baptiste Amikia, who's the vice president of Forever Living in Africa. And coming down to Southern Africa, this lady right here has turned tables around for Forever business owners. If you know her and she's impacted you and she's touched your business in one way or another, whether it's the system that made you become successful, or if you know her and you just love her aura, you love her present, just type a bo 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 right there because she is the very woman who has made things possible. You see people becoming successful, overly successful on social media. It is because of the systems that she came in and implemented. So she is our country sales manager, and she is given the role and responsibility to head up 7 countries, and that is inclusive of South Africa, Namibia, Swaziland, Lesotho, Botswana, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Angola. I'm talking about a leader who leads from the heart. I'm talking about a leader who came up with the slogan immediately when she was appointed. She knew she wanted us to be one dream with one team, driven by one dream with one goal. Guys, the goal here is to take this legacy from forever and build our own legacies. That is why you see people achieving tangible things, because it is about time we start building trust for our children. It's about time we start building security for our children. And that one goal is to ensure that every single person who encounters forever has the opportunity to turn their life around and their family's life around while they're building their legacy under the legacy of forever. And we are definitely one forever. And her name is Mamadia Oni Mdumela. And ladies and gentlemen, what makes Forever different? What makes us stand out is that we are 47 years in existence and we are going strong. Can you believe a company that's been running for almost 50 years? We've tried, we've tested, we've stood the test of time. Some of us who are here are even we were not even born yet when Forever was founded, and here we are leading forward with the legacy. It is so amazing to find a business that is well established, to find a product that is well established, and to just plug in and play and run with it. And I just want to say, in Forever Southern Africa, we have been changing lives for the past 30 years. That is why when I started this presentation, I said there's no one who does not know Forever, because really we have been here for some time and we are ensuring the highest quality. That is a very top tip. One of the best things that we are big on in Forever is ensuring that we remain the largest grower and manufacturer of aloe vera and aloe vera products. We give you the highest quality of content in terms of the product. Let me tell you, there's no day where you are going to find the product quality compromised from Forever. The aloe vera gel has been, and it has been refining. Instead of losing its quality, it has been refined in terms of quality. Right now, let me tell you, we are drinking 99.7%. We are consuming 99.7% of the aloe vera plant in a bottle. Can you see how refined we are? So it really, we have Forever will not, or it has never compromised on its quality. So our aloe vera products were the first to receive the International Aloe Science Council seal for approval, and that is in terms of aloe content and purity. And many of our products also feature the kosher and halal seal of approval. Forever does not test its products on animals. Do you know why? Because our products are organic, because our products are chemical free. That is why we do not have to test them on animals. We only use the pure inner leaf of the aloe vera gel, and our plants are grown in the Dominican, and they are as organic as can be. And I also want to give you just a top tip to say we are vertically integrated in our company. We own the plantation, we own the manufacturing, and we even own the distribution from Forever Living to you and I, who are the consumers and the customers. And another top tip, the good stuff is here, ladies and gentlemen. You see where that line is showing? It shows you that we only use the pure inner leaf of the aloe vera gelatin. We don't use the outer leaf, as it's known as a laxative, but we only use the inner leaf. It's got the highest content of nutrients. And I also want to tell you tonight that we grow more than 40 million plants. Think about 40 million plants. Think about your 5 years down the line in Forever. I want to say to you, this is a hint to you to say, even 5 years later, Forever will still be in existence. We will never run out of aloe. We'll never run out of aloe because we grow more than 40 million plants over 7,500 acres of land. So we are definitely the largest grower. And the kind of species that we use, you might be curious and be thinking, which kind of aloe do they use, especially if you've got a background of the type of species that we have in the world. In South Africa or in the world, we've got almost about 200 species of aloe. Others are poisonous, others are this, others are that. We've got the highest nutritionally valuable variety. And the kind of variety or the kind of species that we are talking about tonight is the Aloe barbadensis miller. That is the only kind of species that we are using in all our products. So you will find that Aloe barbadensis miller is the primary ingredient in all our products. And I also want to say we hand harvest in terms of plantation. We don't use any machinery when we are harvesting. Our harvest is done by the hand. You will know that the hand has a touch of love. Give me an amen if you agree with me. Anything done by the hand will definitely have a touch of love. And by us hand harvesting, we are ensuring that every single leaf is perfect, avoiding damaging the aloe plant. And with that being said, we also then from harvesting, we hand fillet. So we don't have machines that actually fillet our aloe because sometimes, filleting with a machine, the machine can erratically operate. It can break down while it's filleting and part of the outer leaf can touch the product. Here, you know what? We don't let that happen because we hand fillet our products. We extract only the pure inner leaf of the aloe vera gel. Our plants are carefully nurtured, and for that being or that happening, our products are able to produce leaves, or our aloe plants are able to produce leaves for over 5 years. And ladies and gentlemen, what is it that we do differently? You've heard the company history. You're probably thinking, we are going somewhere right here. Let me know if you love the history of Forever. It's so bold, it's so rich, it's so solid, it is so traditional because anything that's done with the hand is definitely very simple, very sophisticated, and very traditional as well. What is it that we actually do, ladies and gentlemen? Once you've come into the business, you will understand that a lot of people who are forever business owners, they love and they love to use the product. They love the product and they love to use the product. And with that being said, I want to say to you, sometimes you are in a company or you are selling a certain product, you are actually forced to just use the product even though you don't love it. But let me tell you, we become our own best customers because we absolutely love how the product treats us. And with that being said, hit me up with your top one product that you are currently using. Which product did you use today, or which product is your top one? Not two, not three, just type one product that you use and you use religiously and you love to use it so much. And so being our own best customer allows us to share our products with confidence, with pride, and with a passion. And with that being said, you might be new, you're probably thinking, but I've never used a product. I've never even, been in touch with Forever Living products. The day that the box is delivered to you, it will be the day that you start knowing that this one is for me, that one is for me, because the products are so relatable. When somebody explains the benefits of the product and their experience, it's easy for you to say, I also want it. Why? Because you know very well that you could be also needing support in that very health factor. And what is great about it is as you are sharing your products and using your products, you are making money every day. Somebody sees you and you're looking great, you're smelling good, or you are looking amazing, your skin is glowing, and they ask you what you're using, and then they buy into your from your shop. So you will make money every day as you're using the products and sharing the products as well. And then part of building your team is this is the kind of what can I call it? A task, rather. Yes, this is the kind of task that you are going to take upon yourself to introduce other people to the business opportunity, because what works well for you, you need to share with the world, guys. You need to share with the next person. So you're going to identify your five key people as you are joining your many people, and all of you guys are going to work the simple cycle. I love the building part because this is where you are now starting to introduce acquaintances, friends, close family members, church members, gym buddies. You are now starting to really acquaint and share the opportunity with everybody from all walks of life. And every 10 days, you are able to earn a referral bonus as soon as that person has taken that opportunity from you, which is really great. Now, we move from the team leader bonus income. As you're building a team, then the team will be coached through our systems. There's going to be a smaller system in your team. There's going to be a larger system in the SADC region. But the great thing about it is the coaching will definitely happen. As the coaching happens, you become a business developer because you move from being a team leader to being a team leader who grooms other team leaders. I hope I'm making sense. So you'll be a leader who produces leaders, and then you'll start becoming a business developer. And I love number 4 because that is where you find people say, I've managed to even quit my 9 to 5 and continue to work on my 5 to 9 as a full time, because then this is where you find yourself starting to earn a solid monthly income. Of course, Forever will pay you based on efforts and the hard work that you put into your business opportunity. But the best part about it is everybody's got an equal opportunity to become a business developer. So I also want to say that anybody who would like to record, we also do have this recording on YouTube. So I'm going to deny all recordings. Okay, so these are all our categories. I'm sure you've seen so many people typing your tooth gel, berry nectar, and this and that. As a new person, don't worry, just settle in. You will get to know each and every of these products that these FBOs are talking about. Also, I wanted them to show you that we do love the products. It's not just the presenter who's talking, but it is actually the people or the voice behind the FBOs, which is actually strongly saying we love the category. So these are the kind of categories that we do have in our products. And I love the fact that, we also do have honey products like your bee products, your pollens, your royal jellies. We also do have an extensive range of skincare, which is truly amazing. Whether your skin is young, it's old, or it's maybe a combination of this and that, you'll definitely get something for you. And of course, we are going to start with the drinks because those are your cleansing products. And ladies and gentlemen, you are definitely in the right marketplace. And why I'm saying that, you saw a lot of people saying, I use this, I love that. I can tell you someone right now is on Google. It is 2023 and so many people are on Google. They are on the internet looking for products. Let me fill you in. You are in the right marketplace because statistically, in terms of vitamins and supplements, 194 billion globally. Billion people globally are looking for a product, a vitamin or a supplement that can actually boost their health quality. 586 billion people globally are looking for a product that can help them with their weight management. 28 billion people are looking for a product that can help them enhance their sporty life, their active life. 315 billion people are looking for something that can help them with their skincare range. And 315 billion is ladies and men. Men, our husbands these days, our men these days, they love to take care of themselves in terms of skincare wise. So it definitely covers men and women. And I also want to say 20 billion people are on the internet looking for men's grooming products. So I want to say we are in a business that will never run out of business. Type amen if you agree with me right there. So our industry sales cover over 4 trillion globally. We are definitely a business of the 21st century. So what is Forever? I want to share with you today. Forever is a simple, concept that gets people together, that gets you aligned with you reaching out to your own network. So I'm going to invite Albert into the opportunity, or Lindy or Caroline, or Colette, or Joyce, or Mashii. I'm going to invite my people that I know, right? And I'm going to invite them into a network marketing business opportunity, which gives you two ways of earning income. The first way is you are going to create an extra income by selling our high quality products. And the second way is you're going to involve people for any of these main reasons. You are not going to invite sales gurus. You're not going to invite people who you know they can sell. Invite somebody who needs financial improvement. Invite someone who needs personal development. Not everyone comes with a sad story. There's somebody who's here and they're a first time and they're thinking, I'm not looking for extra income. What can I look for in Forever? You can look for the personal development, right? Flexibility. There's those people who are saying, you know what, I'm working, my job is paying me enough, but one day I will need something somewhere along the line. I know that I will need something. Come into the business, run at your own pace. Later on, it will make sense why you started today. Sometimes we do things and we just say they will gel in, or they will blend in somewhere down the line. Isn't it the case, especially for people who keep on studying like academics? They are looking for, to enhance themselves, or to develop themselves. And you are just saying this thing somewhere, somehow they will gel in somewhere down the line. And this is the flexibility part. Maybe you are here and you are looking forward to owning your time one day. Maybe you are here and you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of the toxic working environment that you are in. You are not going to quit your job now, guys. You're going to work your business so that somewhere later it's going to help you to make a decision to start living from home, to be a stay-home mom, to be a stay-home dad. And with that being said, I'd like to see the people who are here for the very first time. If you are new, just type one there for me. You've never been in the business opportunity of Forever. You are seeing the business presentation, but you are not yet in our business. Just type one there for me. And I also want to say some people are really looking for products when they're coming into the business of Forever. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, Forever is not a job. It's not a business opportunity where you're going to come in, put your products underneath the table, and you start seeing miracles. You're going to have to work your business. You're going to introduce people. You're going to discover yourself through this business. You're going to introduce you to the new you through this business opportunity. And it's all about following the simple cycle. Somebody contacted you. Somebody's showing you the business presentation today. You are going to register. And I just saw a comment there. You're going to register, and then we are going to do a planning action for you to become a manager. And why should you become a manager? It is because manager unlocks so many things. Manager unlocks your key to your new home. Manager unlocks another business opportunity. Manager unlocks a new car, a dream car. Manager unlocks a dream investment that you can make or put away for your kids' future. And ladies and gentlemen, option A, as you are joining today as an FBO, you're going to take this step. You're going to accumulate 2cc by purchasing this very box that you see on your screen. It's called the Box Your Do More. And you know what? For us to call it Box Your Do More, it's because of the FBOs. I love this company because it puts its people first. They listen to the voice of the people, and whatever is impactful, they actually take it and they make it trend. So 2cc will be equivalent to 7,400 Rand worth of products, and they're going to be in this box, and you are going to become a Forever business owner with full membership. Or step two, and then step two, you are definitely going to build your team and reach your 4cc's and unlock a lot of potential through the marketing plan. Or maybe perhaps you could be someone who's saying, I just want to enjoy the products as a preferred customer. You'll definitely get 5% off, but you will still sign up. And as you sign up, we need a couple of documents that will include your ID or passport. We will we'll also need your bank confirmation letter, and we'll also need your email address, residential address, and then we are good to go in terms of registering you. Now, what does 2CC mean? I did say CC. CC is our company currency. It's a global point system allocated to each and every product that will be in your box, or each and every product that you will be purchasing will have a volume, a point attached to it. And that point is called a case credit. That is our currency. This is our money in forever. And we are saying every month you must do 4CC. By you using the product, you're going to accumulate CCs. Retailing, you're going to accumulate CCs. And recruiting, you are definitely going to accumulate CCs. Now, I'm going to definitely start rushing because time is not on our side. This is where I say, now the success formula for someone who's brand new, an assistant supervisor. Let me tell you, all the people that have typed 1, you've got an opportunity to make 10,054 per month in your beginning stages of being in the business, because this is calculated based on assistant supervisor. Immediately when you become a full member, you are what we call an assistant supervisor. And this is through you purchasing the Start Your Journey combo, which is the Box Your Dumo. When you retail 1 bottle, it gives you 175 and 16 cents. Just 1 bottle, guys, just 1 product, giving you a profit of 175 and 16 cents. Look at that. When you retail 40 bottles of aloe in a month, your profit works out to 7,000 rands. Guys, somebody right now in South Africa is living off 7,000 rands as a monthly income, and they're getting paid once a month. That is the person that you can reach out to. Somebody out there is looking forward to a better life. Somebody out there is wishing that they can have an extra 7,000, or they can be left with 7,000 from their salary. Somebody out there is wishing for this money. And let me tell you, you can make this money by retailing 40 bottles of aloe. When you recruit 1 person, it's going to give you 1,693 rands. So this means that for every person you introduce into your business, you will be earning 1,693 as a once-off bonus for each person. Imagine if you were to introduce 10 people, how much of that money would you actually make? And with that being said, you will definitely be able to get your boost bonus, because you'll be active, and you will get an extra 1,354. Forever pays you for being active. So you will make a total of 10,054. And maybe you're somebody who says, you know what, I'm moving up levels. I want to become a manager as soon as possible. This is the formula you are going to use. You are going to sell 60 bottles of aloe, which is going to give you a profit of 10,509 rands. And you're going to recruit 2 people, which is 1.693 by 2. It's going to give you a total of 3,386, which is a once-off referral bonus. And for you hitting your targets, you will earn the 2,200. And look at that, 16 hours, 16 point. Who can give you that money, guys? And 97, I see people are saying, oh my God, I so wish. Definitely, this can be you. This could be your one day or your day one, my brother or my sister Oli. All you need to do is just decide, because you are a decision away. And let me tell you, maybe that 7,400, you don't have it. Listen, you can make a plan. You can make a plan for your dreams. The same way we make plans for emergency situations in our family, we need to treat our dreams the same way. Our future is screaming for us, guys. It's screaming for us to start making a change in our kids' future, because we know not what will happen tomorrow to us, right? Okay, so this is the Forever Marketing Plan. Where is it that you want to be? Let me know where you want to be. I would give you an advice: become a manager as soon as you possibly can, because this is where you are going to start unlocking a whole lot of other things. Anyway, what is the starting point? The starting point is you being here in this red circle. You're going to buy your Start Your Journey combo, and then you will be promoted towards becoming an assistant supervisor. So you will be promoted and be called an assistant supervisor. By you accumulating that 10cc, by you making that 16,000 rands, it will help you to accumulate 10cc, and it means that you will move to the orange block already. For you to move from the orange block to the green block to become an assistant manager, then it means that you will accumulate 60 points in 2 consecutive months, and you can actually make it 30cc this month, 30cc next month. You will become an assistant manager, manager together with your team. I love it because all the CCs that are under you and under your people and under your people's people and under your people's people, all of those CCs will come to your business, and you will definitely become, promoted. And then by you moving to manager, you are now at 48%. Assistant manager will give you 43% in terms of discounts on personal purchases. Supervisor will give you 38% on discount on personal purchases. And as an assistant supervisor, being in a new level, you will actually be unlocking 30% right there. As a manager, you are already working towards, your solid income. And what is great about it is that solid income is the one that is going to help you to invest in other things such as your property and so forth. And once you've become a manager, then you are what we call Eagle Manager, Senior Manager, Soaring Manager, Sapphire Manager, Diamond Sapphire Manager, Diamond Manager, Double Diamond, and Centurion. And I'm happy to say that I'm currently a Diamond Sapphire Manager in the business. And this is the very slide that made me join the business. And why this slide? It is because you can exponentially grow your income. When you become a manager, that is why I said becoming a business developer is important, because when you become a manager, you start to groom other managers under you. It means that the income will definitely grow. So for you being a manager, I'll give you an example. Let's say as a manager, you are making 45,000 rands, right? When you help Green to become a manager under you, they will also be making 45,000. Every 45,000 they are earning, you will earn an extra 6% from the company, and that is for their total turnover. What I'm trying to say is that 45,000 can work up to around 15, 16, or even 17,000 extra by you having that manager who's earning that much. You will be able to earn that much as well, which is like 6%. The same happens with your second generation. You will earn 3%, which is half of what I've mentioned now. And then the third manager downline or third generational manager, you will earn 2% for them. So become a manager and start building towards producing managers, and that will definitely, take you to greater heights in your business opportunity. Now let's talk about the incentives. So that was the very first incentive, and I also love the fact that you can will this business to 3 generations under you, ladies and gentlemen. The best part about Forever is you don't have to find yourself being worried to say, who am I, or how am I going to leave the business, or what is going to happen when I am no more. This is one of the business opportunities, or this is the very business opportunity that has guaranteed me that I can will this business to my children. That is why when I share the presentation on one-on-ones, I encourage people to say that you need 2 things when you sign up with Forever. Number 1, a passport, because you will be traveling, even though you won't be traveling internationally, but you will start traveling to your Namibia, to your Botswana, to your Lesotho, so that you can build your business. And then you're probably then going to find yourself traveling all expense paid as well, through this amazing company. So get yourself a passport and get yourself a will. Make sure that you know who you are going to will this business to, because we can't operate by chance, guys. We need to make sure that we know where we are going. When you know where you are going, you will build this business with pride and with integrity, with honesty, with everything that you have, because you know that you are leaving a good slice of bread for your children. Type amen if you agree with me right there. So let's take you into the Forever incentives. This is the first incentive that you are going to earn. Look at these young, sleek ladies right here. We've got my leader, Zenkosis Kosana, all the way from Western Cape, a Diamond Sapphire manager, and she's there with a CLE 400, mama. This is one of the cars that she has bought through the amazing business of Forever Living opportunity. I'm talking about somebody who used to work in a high corporate sector, and today she is a stay-home mom. She's doing Forever on a full-time basis, a multiple property owner, and here is one of the cars that she is driving all the way from Western Cape. And Namibia is also represented here today. We've got Nangamana Kashidinge all the way from Namibia, and she's just bought herself a beautiful Toyota Fortuner. winner. I'm talking about a young, very young lady, very, very young lady who just bought her dream car just recently. And we've got Tembabala all the way from KZN, a security guard who has also managed to build, a property. You should hear this young man or this man's story. Ah, man, it will touch your heart so much. A security guard, retired security guard. Today, he's able to drive off in an Isuzu. What does he call it again? He calls it I'll remember the name. Somebody please remind me of that name in Zulu. I was asking myself, what does that mean? And there is also Coach Namhla, Tadzi, yeah, Unokwaja, yes. He calls it Nokwaja. Ah, I love that name so much. It just gives it, yeah, that thing. And we've got Namhla Tatsi driving off with a Porsche right there. She actually gifted herself a whole civil engineer PR eng, and she decided to go buy herself that Porsche as, a gift from her to her, a single parent by choice. And here we are with Tamara Nyati, all the way from Eastern Cape, GLE 300D AMG type. My friend, my brother, my sister. Gentle brothers and gentle sisters, we are in a business of dreamers. We are in a business of dreaming big. We are in a business of big dreamers. Tamara will tell you her story of traveling the world, investing in multiple properties. And she says, you know what? If you are not driving a GLE, she says, if you're not driving a Mercedes, you're not yet driving. So that is her words, not my words, her words. Anyway, we've got Duna Rabai all the way from Botswana, and she is driving a Range Rover through this amazing opportunity. Yeah, she says, go big or go home. My leader, my leader, my leader. Forever is a business of dreamers. I absolutely love it because when you see these things happening to other people, you just say, Lord, locate me. If the success is here, it means it's in the neighborhood. May it not pass me. You just tell yourself, may my Nogwaja locate me, right? May your Nogwaja locate you in the name of Jesus. Hey, and we've got the Forever to Drive, ladies and gentlemen, and this is how they have managed to buy those beautiful, machines right there. Level 1, we are going to teach you how to qualify. It's an extra 7,000 over and above your monthly earnings, and that will total to 252,000 rands. Level 2 is, that qualification. It will give you 10,500 rands per month, which will total to 378,000 rand. And level 3 is from 10.5 to 14,000, which will total to 504,000 rands right there in the next 3 years. I love the fact that any of these levels will definitely give you an opportunity to become a bigger dreamer. You will be a big dreamer, but believe you me, with this, you will become a bigger dreamer. And why I'm saying that is because you might be having a car. You just simply want to pay off your car. You can partake in this Forever to Drive. You might be a person who says, I've paid off my cars, or I don't need to buy a new car. Let me tell you, you can invest in a rental property. That's why you see those 4 pictures right there on the top of my right screen. You see that for sale that's sold? You can actually buy a property between 7,000 to 14,000 and pay off your monthly bond repayments with these. You can actually buy your cars, your kids a brand new car. I see a lot of parents with teenagers, they like your 18-year-olds, they would love to buy their 18-year-olds cars. And what better way to buy it than to buy it cash for them, right? And that dream holiday that you've been wishing for with your family, that has been on your dream board, that place that you'd love to tick off, that international travel experience that you'd love to tick off, you can definitely earn it through the Forever to Drive. And I also want to say we've got experiences like no other. Ladies and gentlemen, Forever also gives you an opportunity to shine amongst the rest. It gives you an opportunity to start traveling the world, getting you to start to experience international experiences. And all of these, once again, are not models. All of these are forever business owners. We've got our number ones who are right there, at the Thailand. We've got Coach C, who used to be a waitress. Look at her paragliding today, from ex-waitress to paragliding in the world. I think she was in Bali there, if I'm not mistaken. We've got, our young Ebisan Damase, and we've got the Zinkosis Kosana and her husband right there. And we've got Madi Lomarite, an ex-teacher by profession, and she's all the way at the Taj Mahal. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? What a time to be alive. They say to travel is to live. And we've got the first international experience where you get to experience different exotic locations. The qualification period starts from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. And what is incredible about it is Forever will give you an opportunity to travel with the partner of your choice. It's you and a plus one, as long as they are 14 years and above. If you've got 14 years and below or 12 years and below, it is treated as children, and you do have a fair opportunity to also travel with your children. So it's an international travel. With the global rally, you also get to have spending money as well. So this year we were supposed to go to Dubai, but you know what, God has taken a different direction, or has given us an opportunity to take a different direction. And I want to say sometimes things don't work out the way we wish for them to work out, but we will be in Cape Town this year. We can't wait for Cape Town. We can't wait for our experience. This is an opportunity for South Africans to go and experience the global rally, guys. This is an opportunity for you and I to go and have a lifetime experience in Cape Town. So they will be having a world tour, and apologies that the video is not here. They will be having a world tour. They're going to Kuala Lumpur. They're going to United Arab. They're going to India, and then they are coming to South Africa. So our executives will be touring the world. I promise you, I have never missed an overseas trip. And you know why? I'll give you a secret. My secret is I attended the global rally when it came to South Africa at the Coca-Cola Dome. I was still an assistant supervisor or a supervisor at the time when the global rally came to South Africa. I remember that I invited 2 or 3 of my prospects, and one of them is still in the business, and she has also previously qualified. Guys, this, seeing is different, man. For you to see with the eye, it hits differently. So I'm encouraging every one of you guys, whether you are going to fly there, whether you are going to work hard for the incentive in your team, find yourself in Cape Town. Please make sure that you find yourself in Cape Town. Don't settle. Don't leave others to go. Don't tell yourself, I will see it via live of someone on TikTok. No, go and experience it. Go and touch and feel it, because next year, the next trip will definitely be yours to qualify. And ladies and gentlemen, Hong Kong is where we are going to next. After this global rally this year, after the world tour this year, we will be touching base. We will be going to Hong Kong. We can't wait to take our kids there. There's a Disney World there, and Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I'm talking five-star treatment. I'm talking flights covered. I'm talking five-star, accommodation covered for you and the partner of your choice. And ladies and gentlemen, another trip has just popped up in forever. It's called the Level Up Qualification. And I'm so happy that, in the three times it has happened, I've been there twice. This year was our very first second our very second experience rather. We just came back from the Dominican Republic between the 15th and the 19th of February. We went to the aloe fields. We saw the 40 million plants. We saw the 7,500 acres of land. We saw, guys, we got to spend great times. We got to have family meetings with the executives, and it was just another beautiful experience, one of a kind.
Hello, friends. Well, one of the things that's happening in the world is sales are going up. And when that happens, we need more aloe. And one of the things we do is we need more people to come here and harvest the aloe like we're doing right here today. In order for you to be here, you got to level up. You'll be able to come here, stand on this field, cut your own aloe. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Now, how do you do that? What you've got to do, you've got to move from either 1.5 cases to 2.5 or 2.5 to 3.5 or 3.5 to 5 and so on. Anytime you do that jump and achieve over 100 case credits in growth, you'll be able to join us at our expense at a beautiful resort in Dominican Republic, and to be able, more importantly, to be able to stand in this sacred place and be able to see where forever, the backbone of forever, and where forever started, right here in the Dominican Republic.
And yet another beautiful experience, private jetting. You get to travel with the partner of your choice as well. And I absolutely love the fact that all you need to do is just level up. Ask your leader, how do I level up? They will show you the criteria. Let me tell you, this is not meant for certain people. This is meant for you who is starting right here with us today to say it is March. We still have 9 more months to go. You too can become a qualifier. And this is another incentive. So this part of this level up, definitely, if you've qualified for level up, you'll definitely qualify for the global rally as well. And then you just need to work towards your Eagle Manager qualification. So we've got people who were supposed to go to Dubai. If you see these names, you know that all these people will be in Cape Town celebrating their checks. They will be sharing the profit with the company. If you see level one, it shows you that they will also be getting some moolah, some money, some funds. They'll be coming back home smiling in a different way. They will be coming back home a couple of hundreds, without making income claims. Yeah, a couple of, a few thousands more richer, if I can say so. Those were the 1.5 qualifiers. Now we're going to the 2.5 qualifiers. And I also want to just make a disclaimer to say all of this, experiences that you see are based on hard work and effort. Forever doesn't make any solid guarantees to say that you will, if you do this, you will be guaranteed. You need to definitely put in the hard work and effort. And so these people will come back smiling a lot differently. They might come back walking differently. Don't worry, money changes the walk as well. Hallelujah. So 3.5K qualifiers. If you see your leader, just type their name right there. We've got Anna and Carl Doroma all the way from Namibia. So happy to see them right here. I see they are in the meeting as well, and these are all the 3.5K qualifiers. It means that they were also at the level up if they had leveled up. And these are all the 5K qualifiers. And yeah, these are all the 5K qualifiers right here. And I'm so happy that, every single year you work towards becoming a better version of yourself, and 7.5k qualifier, and these are all the GLT. This means that these people have reached their global leadership status. It means they're part of the global leadership team. It means they're making decisions with their executives in America. And our very first GLT is Buisi Wekwai Upapes Wamachankura, very famously known as that. And we've got Tobe Kababanga, and we also have Numisa Majezi, and we've also got 12.5k qualifiers. We've got this phenomenal powerhouse, hardworking woman, and her name is Kuchi the Great, Kuchi Kanyani, and she has qualified for 12.5k last year, and she is a level up qualifier, EGLT. She's an executive global leadership team member. And then we've got 15k qualifiers. I mean, this shows you the amount of lives that these leaders have actually impacted. We've got Bexi Zambata, who's at 15,000 qualifier, global rally level up qualifier, chairman's bonus level 3 qualifier, as well as Kuchi, who is also on level 3, as well as our leaders, number 1 in Africa, number 1 in South Africa, and number 2 in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? They're even giving me goosebumps. 25,000 case credits in the bag. And this is Ngobile and Persim Seleku, all the way from KZN. Global Rally qualifiers, level up qualifiers, level 3 chairman's bonus qualifiers. And we've got the people who have not necessarily qualified for the trip, but they've qualified for the profit share. And it means that they've done, minimally that's 700 case credits together with their downlines. And these are all the people, whoever that you see, just wave at them right there. And these are all our chairman's bonus qualifiers. It is so great to see so many people qualifying, so many people that are going to come back, with a chairman's bonus. It's heartwarming to know that South Africans are winning, guys. It reminds me of that song that says, "It is my time now." Tell yourself, it's my time. Tell yourself, I want this to locate me too, because this shows that you are winning. This shows the amount of lives you are impacting and touching. And congratulations to all the leaders. The second incentive, or last incentive we've got, is the international travel, different exotic locations. Qualification period starts from the 1st of May to the 30th of April, and it's called the Eagle Manager status. And these are all the people who are Eagle managers. Congratulations to all of them. They got an opportunity to take their plus ones to Phuket last year in September, and it was such a beautiful time that the leaders had. And all these are Eagle managers, and they are also going zihamba ngama levels as well. And we've got senior Eagle managers as well. These are all our senior Eagle managers, and these are all our soaring Eagle managers as well. So we are truly, truly grateful for what God is doing in our businesses, for what God is doing in our lives. It is really a time to be alive. And then we've also got Sapphire managers. We had 2 Sapphire managers last year, and that was Ngobile and Persim Sileku, KZN, Kuchi Kanyani from Gauteng. And ladies and gentlemen, this year we will be going to Sun City. And I want to say, if you're close to closing your qualification, close your qualification, because that is the right thing to do. My brother, my sister, wherever you are, fight for this qualification. This shows in your business that you have reached a prestigious, remember, these are prestigious qualifications. So if you are closing, I wish you all the best, and let's see what's going to happen in Sun City. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to be our Sun City. Here's the qualification for Sun City. And I'm also happy to say that next year we will be going to Dubai. So finish off your qualification, or if you are new and you are here, you are going to be joining us, then I would advise for you to start working towards this amazing qualification. It's called the EMR, and you're going to get an opportunity to go to Dubai with us next year. Let's see what's going to happen in Dubai. Oh, yes. And that is going to be what's going to happen in Dubai. And ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our presentation. And I see somebody is saying, where can we buy stock? Where can we buy the products? And I just want to say, get in touch, please, with the person that has invited you to the meeting. But our product centers, we do have one in Johannesburg, which is at Long Meadow. It's opposite Greenstone Mall. Just make sure you've got details of the person you're going to join under. And then we've got another one in Cape Town, and we also do have another one in Namibia, and we also do have another one in Durban. And let me know, please type ready there if you are ready to come into this business opportunity. We'd love to know. We'd love to see the people who are saying, you know what, I'm ready to buy my combo this very tomorrow, this very weekend. I'm coming in, and definitely I am ready. I see Oma Tiamo, Oma Regina, they are ready. Bulelwa, they are ready. And Queen Homa says, I'm ready. Asange, Colette, iPhone, ready for the world. Of course, Mpomutua, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I see Kakamba is also ready. Nomasonto, are we all invited to Cape Town event? Yes, of course, you are. Pam is ready. Augusta is ready. We've got Nolutando is also ready. More than ready. FL Charama. Let's go for it. Molly, I see is ready. Busin Klebeya, you are so amazing. Thank you so much, my sister. And Twane, Linky, Debbie, Stacy, Oli, Kwata is also ready. And I'm just going to stop right there. And thank you so much, leaders, for the opportunity. At this point in time, I'm going to call upon my guest speaker. Oh, this woman has got such a powerful story. And if you can just let me know, my leader, I'm typing Andrea or Tia Andrea right there, and I'm going to make you a co-host so that you can share your so that you can share your presentation slides, and you can also unmute yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a woman from Namibia in their house. Namibia, Namibia. Somebody type Namibia there for us. And she is such an amazing woman. She shared her story at the Soar to Eagle, actually, convention just last week. And, we were so touched at the pain that she had to withhold or run with for her to be able to tell a victory story today. And her name is Ndishishi Andreas, and she is a senior manager in the business. She is an Eagle manager in the business. Andreas, Ndishishi, are you here, my leader? If you can maybe put your presentation. Thank you so much. And her topic today, she says, I lost everything and God restored it all with extras through Forever Living products. And my leader, I'm right here. We can't wait to hear from you. Let me know if you can hear me. Please just answer me there, and then we can take it from
Good
there.
evening, my leaders. I can hear
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Over to you,
Can
ma'am.
hear
Thank
you.
you. I hear
Thank
you
you
loud and
so,
clear.
so
Thank you so
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much for this amazing opportunity that I am given once more to share my story. I call my story a story of hope, And as we can see by the title, I truly, truly lost everything. And God restored it all with extras through forever living. And today I am sharing my story, hoping that somebody out there who is feeling hopeless is going to look at this opportunity and see the way out. I am going to share this my story from the bottomest part of my heart, for with the aim of inspiring you, with the aim of showing you that it does not matter where you are coming from. It's not about where you are coming from, but about the commitment and the work that you put in when you get in the business. I was listening to Coach Mashii when she was sharing, and honestly, when she was talking, I told myself, playing small is cancelled. And I want you to type in the comment section and say, playing small is cancelled. I am going to work so hard. I'm going to get to the top because the bottom is overcrowded. Playing small, my leaders, is cancelled. I've seen and I was hearing leaders, even how our amazing presenter was introducing herself, so many titles. We need to stop playing small. So my name is Andreas Ndishishi, well known as Tia Andreas, and I call myself the daughter of the Most High because honestly, if I have to go through all that and survive it, and God still gave me an opportunity like forever living, I would always say that it did not happen because I am special. It happened because God saw me and God gave me the favor and gave me the grace, and I am super super grateful for that. I am a mother to a most beautiful child. I am an Eagle Manager 2025, a Forever to Drive Level 1 qualifier, and I am a member of Achievers Club, 60 Club and 100 Club. My story starts, I always say my story starts in 2017, the year I became a mom. And I love sharing it from then, so that you can understand where I am coming from. So in 2017, I fell pregnant and God blessed me with a special child born with albinism. And I would always say that that was the day that my life has totally transformed because I have gone through so much, but I've seen from that day that it was never about me anymore. My life became about fighting for my daughter, fighting for my child. And I remember after giving birth, I was asked to move out of the house. I became homeless when my daughter was just 2 weeks. And I remember going to the father of my child, telling him that, I have nowhere to stay and I cannot go back to the north. Now, the north is, our northern part of Namibia is one of the hottest, and I cannot go there with a child that is born with albinism when she is just young. So he said, you can come to Windhoek. I went to Windhoek, and just 2 weeks, I hear he's telling me, my family is complaining. They are saying I'm too young to stay in with a woman. You need to find your way out. So I had to find my way out. I went to speak to a lady from our village because at that time, my parents were not talking to me. My siblings were not talking to me. And at the same time, my partner stopped talking to me at that time. He disowned me. He didn't want anything to do with me. I had to ask the one lady from our village to accommodate me. I shared what I was going through and I told her I have nowhere to go. She told me I have a room behind my house. And I saw hope. I went to that room. At the village where I am coming from, we have everything. We have water, we have electricity at the village, everything there. And right now, as we speak today, I got to understand that whatever we live at home is actually not ours, but it is for our parents. And when your life comes, you have to actually go through it on your own. You are going to forget where you are coming from and handle whatever life is throwing at you. So I went to the place, to her house, and she told me, this is your room. It was a shack. It did not have anything. It was literally just can you hear me, my leaders?
Yes, I can hear you, but I see your presentation is not moving. You are still on the
Yes,
first slide, my leader. Okay, okay.
yes, yes, my leader,
Okay.
it will move now. Thank
Okay,
you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. So I went to her place. to the place, to the room that she told me she had. It was a shack. It did not have anything. I remember the first 2 weeks, I slept on the boxes with my daughter. It did not even have the cover, what is covering, to keep the room warm. I remember fetching water in Ventuka. I was staying in Greenwell, Lucia Street, fetching water, fetching firewood in the capital city of Namibia. And when life got hard, I told myself, you know what, I can't do this anymore. The father of the child said, I don't come in, shacks. I don't associate myself with people that, live there. So he moved on with his life, moved on with another person. Here is me with a child born with, albinism. I have never seen one. I came to meet one in the maternity ward. And ladies and gentlemen, I would say for me, if there is one slogan that I live by is God does not make mistakes. And also I am the very first to give birth to a child born with albinism in my family. So when life got hard in Ventuka, I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna go home. And home is at the village. Whatever happened is gonna happen because that is home. And when I went home, guys, life did not get any better. The first picture that you're seeing, that it was me, that was 20, I think it was 2018, that the first picture that you're looking at is me that you're looking at. And the second picture that you're seeing, I love sharing this photo because a lot of people don't understand what this moment did to me. A lot of people don't understand what happened. This specific day, I went to town and I left my daughter home. And that time she was crawling. She was sleeping. I left her sleeping. People at home, because end of one thing that the saddest truth is when you don't have anything and people see that there's not hope in life for you, they will not, like, people will not treat you good. So this day I went to town. I could not go to town with my daughter because it was very hot. And when I came back, she woke up. I left her sleeping in the room. She woke up and she crawled outside. And when she crawled, like just like a normal child, this child woke up and she was crying. And there were people in the house, but nobody touched her. She crawled and went to sleep in the sun. And I came back and I found my poor child sleeping in the sun. And, I cried so much. That happened because end of the day, now that I understand life, I tell myself, nobody owes me anything. It's not their responsibility. But when God gives you something that at times you even wonder, am I able to take care of this? Is this really my calling? Will I be able to take care of this? But today I look at this moment and I say, you know what? God knew what he was doing. I needed to go through this. I needed to see my daughter in that situation. I remember being admitted in the hospital. Nobody came. I remember the nights my daughter was baptized in the hospital, by the way, and she was baptized in the hospital because we thought she's not gonna make it. And as in Namibia, I don't know how they do it in South Africa, but when the child is critically ill, they baptize her so that in any case she is gone or she will go while she's baptized. And in all those moments, I was in them alone. And then that time I had a J1, a Samsung J1. I told myself, you are either gonna be here at home feeling sorry for yourself, or you are gonna go out there and look for opportunities to change your life. That's when I was doing odd. I have done so many businesses, ladies and gentlemen. I have done hair. I have done order with me. I have done so much. But I tell you today, there is no business that has transformed my life like the way Forever Living has. Forever Living literally came in and say, you know what? I am going to reintroduce you. I am going to give you the platform to reintroduce yourself. So I remember starting going through social media looking for opportunities, and I met a network marketing company, which I did from 2019 until 2023, because I was doing so well in my business until my sponsor passed on in that business. So when I started that business, I ran because I understood my why. If I don't make it work, nobody else will make it for me. So I ran with that business and I did so well. I took myself from the village, went back to Windhoek, got myself a beautiful flat. I was renting there with my daughter. I thought, took my daughter to a private school. I thought, you know what, life is coming along, until 2021 when my sponsor died in the other business. When my sponsor died, I started feeling demotivated. I felt I didn't have a community. I felt I didn't have anyone to support me. I was working, showing up every day because I knew my why. I need to make it work. I can't go back to a bashu, but nothing was working until 2020, until February 2020, actually 2020, December 2023, a friend of mine lost her job and she came to me and she told me, Tia, I lost my job and I can't afford my rent. And I was like, my friend, even where I am staying right now, I can't afford to pay my rent. And she was like, we can move in with like in one flat, then we share the rent. That's what I did. So 2023 December, I moved out of my flat because the business that I was doing then was paying me 1.6. So I moved in with my friend. And when I moved in with my friend, we started staying in one room until February 2024. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to comment or to write in the comment section and wish me my second anniversary with Forever Living, because today, the 26th of March 2024, was the day my life got transformed. I remember praying, and when I moved from my flat, moving in with my friend, I thought, things are now gonna get worse. I'm moving from Dorado, now going back to Shandubala. I'm sure from Shandubala, I'm gonna go back to the Bashu. I'm gonna go back to the shack. And I had no hope, started feeling demotivated until a DM came in my Instagram. My mentor Mariana Hilarious, she DM'd me and she said, "Hi, I would love us to meet for coffee so that I can share a business opportunity." And I remember me ignoring that DM. And she came back again. "Okay, maybe if you're not interested in the business opportunity, I see you are in a weight loss management company. We have a weight loss management program in our business. I will really appreciate if you can meet for coffee so that you can give me tips on how I can sell my weight management." That was now the C9. Then I was like, okay, fine, we can meet. Feb 2024, I met with her, and this woman did not even speak anything C9. She started sharing her story, and I could relate because at that moment I was in the same situation where I felt stuck. I felt I did not have any other way out, and I've been praying for a business opportunity. The moment she told me about Forever Living, I knew nothing about Forever Living, but I could see that whatever she is telling me is everything that I've been praying for. And I told her, "Madam, as much as I want to start with this business opportunity, I don't even have the money to start. I cannot afford to start. I don't have the money to start." We call these people, we call these people that introduce us to Forever our destiny helpers. And I call Mariana Hilarious as my destiny helper. I've gotten so many people that came to my DM introducing the opportunity, but because of lack of understanding, because of not knowing what Forever is, I send them back. I even attended presentation, but I was not inspired. But Mariana was the person that God sent and said, "You know what? I'm going to give you this tier and you are going to help her start with this business. She needs it for her daughter. She needs it to transform her life because right now she is at a point where she feels hopeless." Ladies and gentlemen, I started Forever Living, and this is my why. As we speak right now, that is my daughter. I started my journey and on the 26th of March. As I said, I didn't have the money to start. She said, "You know what?" But I told her, "I can sell. I can do this." She said, "If you can sell, I'm going to give you products. When you finish selling these products, we are going to use this money for you to start Forever." So I want somebody that is listening right now with that money to start Forever and you are scared to make the decision. There was a tier somewhere who didn't even have the money to start. Somebody borrowed her products to sell. She used that money to join Forever Living. Right now, as we are speaking, this is my daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how beautiful she is. Look at her hair. She is schooling in one of the best private schools in Swakopmund. And that is something that I'm going to share as we go as well. So, Forever found me, as I said, unmotivated, broke, and it found me when I was feeling like I was losing everything. I started my Forever journey on the 26th of March, 2024, and today is the 26th of March. And I feel so honored to be sharing my story in the very first same day that this opportunity came to me, in the very first day that I got on the system in Forever Living. I became a supervisor in 26 days of being in Forever. Because one thing about me, I don't know about you, but one thing about me, I just needed to see that it works. The moment I saw that it was working, what I was told by my mentor Mariana was true and it was working, I told myself, I'm gonna go for it. 26 days in the business, I became a supervisor. And that time, supervisor, you had to do 25 CCs. I became a manager in 4 months of being in the business. I became a Forever to Drive qualifier in 8 months of being in the business. I became a senior manager in 10 months of being in Forever. I became an Eagle manager in 11 months of being in Forever. And I want to tell you that this did not happen by chance. It did not happen because I had the saddest story. It happened because I showed up for my business on a daily basis and if there is one tool that I've used to grow and get me where I am was social media. I don't have friends. I'm not a friends person. I grew up in the village. I came to the city just for university. I didn't know anyone in the city, but I was in the city, but yet I had social media where I felt as much as I was shy, I didn't know anyone. I used social media to grow my business. So, what helped me grow in my business is reaching out to my team on a daily basis. I do group trainings or training in my groups on a daily basis, and I also attend trainings and company event. And if there is one thing that I've never missed is my 4CC. And I remember I joined Forever on the 26th of March. That means there was only 27, 28, 29, then 30th, then the month end. In those 4 days, I did 9 CCs on the first 4 days of joining the business. And I remember from then, there was never a day or a month that I missed my 4CC. When I got to understand the power of 4CCs, I told myself, I'm going to be doing 4CC so that I can increase on my earnings, so that I can qualify for incentives, so that I can show my team how it is done. And I do my 4CCs by the 7th, so that when I finish with my 4CCs by the 7th, I have from the 7th until the month end to help my team close their own 4CCs. Because if you are not closing your 4CCs early, then how will you be able to help your team? You cannot go, like, if you are closing your 4CCs on the 25th, on the 27th, you have another person also in your team that is closing 4CC. How will you even notice if you are stressed about your own 4CCs? If you are in the business, ladies and gentlemen, do your 4CCs early so you have enough time to help your team. And I recruit monthly. And I became the top recruiter in our team. I've been recruiting, sharing my story. And while we are here at recruiting, I want you to master the arts of telling your story. You don't need to be big to start talking about your story. You sold Tusgel. Go on social media and share, because you don't know. Maybe there is a tier somewhere that needs this opportunity. And because you are not sharing, they are unable to get access to that information. So, So I took ownership of my journey. And the first picture that you are looking at is me selling products with my mother. My mother is a businesswoman. She sells fruit and veg under the tree. And I remember when I sat on this tree to sell my products, Forever that month paid me over 79,000, and I still got to sit in that table. I mean, on that table to sit to sell my products. And I want you to understand that it is effort based. It does not just come because you are in the business. And the second picture, I took a trip to Zambia because one thing for me, when I saw that this business is working, did not just invest the time, I invested the finances. I funded trips to go to other countries where I did not even have a team, because I knew that if this business was doing so much for me, it can do so much for other people. I started having, telling myself, now this is not about me anymore. It is a project to share, and a project to change other people's lives, a project to share my story of hope. If me, who started without having the money to join, started and I am here, I never had savings, I had my account that was always on negatives, I am here, it can work for everyone. So now you might be wondering, hey, but how did you do it? I'm telling you, I have been restless. I have been doing business presentations, doing coffee meetings. And the first picture that you are looking at, I was traveling to Rundu to do my very first business presentation out of town. And that picture was posted on the 26th and the 22nd of March. Yeah? 22nd of March 2024. I was not even in the business yet, but I was already running because I saw the picture. Sometimes your mentor, the person that shared this opportunity with you, they have seen the picture. They have seen the bigger picture. Believe in them. Use their eyes to see the vision. There's a slogan that I live with. If you can't see the vision, borrow my eyes. Borrow their eyes and see the vision and run. I borrowed my mentor's eyes. I saw the vision with through her eyes. I ran my business before I even got in the business. I was posting, and every movement I've done or every movement I've been doing, I was posting on my social media. And not just posting because there's social media, I was showing up intentionally. If you go through my social media and read my captions, there are captions that will leave you curious. They will leave you wondering, what business is she doing? They will leave you wondering, but she said she was struggling. How is she doing it? And through that, I got people coming, please tell me more. And through that, I have arranged coffee meetings, because if there's one thing that I don't do, I do not explain the forever living business opportunity online. I want to meet you. I want to share with you. I want to connect with you. I want you to know that I am real, I exist, and this is what I went through. So through those pictures, as you can see, the third picture where you can see me with two students, it means it is so close to my heart. I was presenting using a pocket file. In our groups, we are given the slides for us to do the business presentation. And those slides, I went to print them out and put them in the pocket file because I could not afford a laptop. Put them in the pocket file, and every day I would shower and go sit at the village garden restaurant. It's a restaurant in Eros. I'll shower and go sit there and post on my social media. When I post on my social media, somebody said, "Hey, where are you today? I want to come and hear more." And that is how I was sitting, explaining through a pocket file, because no matter how big or how good or how sad your excuse sound, it is only valid to you. And the sooner you cut your excuses in half and double your action, the better, because when you double your action, actually results show. So look at that. That is a result of me showing up on my social media. I did not have friends. I did not have there's something that I always hear in our business where we speak about who do you know list. I did not have the who do you know list. I created it through social media. I went on my Instagram crazily. My Instagram, I shared every small movement. And I'm telling you right now, people out there just want to be part of the community. People out there just want to be part of a movement that is not only changing, that is not only transforming their finances, but also making them feel like they're part of something. So I told myself, I'm going to provide this. I'm going to be giving an opportunity, giving the platform, and giving a community to my people. So you see that meetings one-on-ones, and what came is results. Because one thing about network marketing, one thing about forever living, when you put in the work, the system shouts, and when the system shouts, you get recognized. And that is one thing that I was also telling my team the other day, to say, you don't need your sponsor to be pushing you. You don't need somebody to be telling you, do the work. Do the work. You are a forever living business owner, an independent distributor. And when you put in the work, you are going to be rewarded. The system is going to see your work. I became a recognized manager. I became a senior manager. I became a forever to drive qualifier. And this is someone that could not even afford to start this opportunity. What if I used that excuse not to start? What if God did not send me a destiny helper that gave me her products to sell for me to start? I even became someone that was doing over 150 cc's in 1 month. And disclaimer, guys, now I am sharing the incomes, and this, I love sharing these ones because these were my incomes when I started. And for me, as I said, I love sharing this opportunity with those that feel like it is for certain people. This, I like sharing with those that says, no, those things are for people that already have money. Those things are for people that have savings. No, I am sharing with you this from a humble beginning so that you can see where it is starting from. So, would love you to read the disclaimer, because forever does not guarantee any income success. You have to put in the work. You have to commit and develop skills and leadership abilities for you to have these earnings. So I remember my first 3 weeks on in this amazing business. I earned over 11,000 in the southern Africa. We earn 3 times a month, and I'm coming from a business. I remember the 1,555 that came in on the 2nd of April. That was 5 days after joining the business. I celebrated that income so much. I went to my social media and said, yo, guys, I found something that works. I found something that is working. I was in a business that was paying me 1.6 in a month. I joined this business 4 days ago. Today I'm earning 1.5. And this is, I saw the bigger picture, and I told myself, you know what? Wherever this came from, there is more. And if I put in the work, I am going to be rewarded. I started putting in the work. The very first 3 weeks of being in the business, I earned 11,000. And my second month was May. The very second month, the second month I was a supervisor. And as a supervisor, I earned over 20,000. And you can see the last slide where now my commission has increased. And this is effort based. This is effort based. You need to put in the work, you need to commit. And I am showing this because I've shown you how I have committed and how I have put in the work. And guys, the life upgrades. Huh? From somebody that was staying in a place, in a room with a friend, sharing one room with a friend, 2024. That was not 4 5 years ago. That was a year ago, 2 years ago now. 2024, I was staying in with a friend. I had nothing on my name. My account was always on negatives. But I told myself, even in 2024, when I started making good income with Forever Living, I did not move out from my flat where I was staying with my friend. I told myself, I'm going to remain uncomfortable. Because for me, I believe when you stay uncomfortable, you are constantly reminded of why you need to work hard. So I told myself, I'm going to put in the work. And 2025, I'm going to relocate from Windhoek and go to the coastal town of Namibia so that my daughter lives in the city where where she can, live a normal life. Because we hardly get a sun here in Swakop. The sun comes here and there, but we don't always see the sun. So my daughter is living a normal life. And that is my dream. When I got pregnant, my life stopped being about me. It started being about my daughter. And I'm so grateful for the Forever Living business opportunity that has given me the opportunity to use to give me and my daughter the life that we thought was only possible for certain people. When I came to Swakopmund, I got myself my beautiful apartment, the first picture there. And yeah, because now the bank is seeing the changes, I was upgraded to become a private client. And now my savings, my investments, open investments with other banks and with other institutions. I don't save less than 50,000 a month. I bought my very first car, a Golf 7 TSI. And I'm telling you, when 2025 started, I did not even know how to drive. When 2025 started, I didn't even know how to move a car from point A to B. But on the 20 when on in August, I gifted myself with a new Golf 7 TSI. And I remember when it was delivered from the garage, they drove it to my garage because I can't drive. But I told myself, I've been working so hard. I need this. And I bought it cash through this amazing opportunity. And you can look at our apartment now, beautiful couch, life completely transformed. And the last picture, I am showing my laptop, and I'm showing my laptop there because it is one of the biggest achievement. I never owned a laptop in my life. I came to own a laptop in forever. Even when I was a student in university, I didn't have a laptop. So for me, a laptop was also one of the one of the big things that I've achieved, because I remember also when I started my business, I used to do my presentations using a pocket file. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for calling you guys, ladies and gentlemen, my amazing FBOs and VIPs, I want to also share with you that today I drive. I have a driver's license. I drive my own cars, and I attend my presentations through this amazing opportunity. It has given me things that I thought were only for certain people. Now, this one is a little bit, close to my heart. December 2025, I went back to the village, and the first picture that you are looking at, that was my room at the village. And I'm telling you right now that even when I started sharing my story, I told you where I came from. It is a built house. The house is already built. We have water, we have electricity. I felt home was built. I felt, I am from a home with electricity, and that was my room. And I felt that I made it in life. I was, my parents built this for me until I got in forever, and I got to be exposed. When I went back home in December, that just last December, the first day when I went home, I told, because I communicated to mom that I'm coming home for the holiday, people should clean my room. And when I got in the house, they said, no, we clean the room. And when I went in, the first picture that you see, that was even after I've cleaned again. I was like, am I really going to sleep on this bed? Am I really going to sleep here? And I remember I told myself, you know what, I don't want to sleep here. I'm gonna sleep here, but just for a few days I'm going to upgrade my room. And within just 2 weeks at the north, I upgraded my room in the village. Look at my room now in the village. I have put in the shower, put it is more beautiful, because in forever you'll be exposed to a life that is so big that even what you thought was big is actually nothing. So I'm like, you've been to Italy, you've been exposed. You can't sleep on a bed like this. You can't sleep in a room like this. You have the money, the business is, affording you this. You must improve and upgrade your room. So December 2025, I renovated my room in the village, and it was not only my room, I also renovated another room. So there were two rooms. And I want to also share with you that, ladies and gentlemen, we leave home to change home. A home that I left with nothing on my name, I went back with a whole car. I went back and renovated my room. And right now, I feel so, I feel grateful for the changes that this business opportunity have introduced to me. And the traveling, the very first time I got on a plane in my entire life was because of this amazing opportunity. I remember going to Success Day in South Africa, and I remember my phone, for some reason, that time when I went for Success Day, my phone just died. I don't know why. I remember sitting on my chair, and I was seeing and hearing Leader Kuchi, Coach Kuchi the Great was called on the stage. Everything is just Kuchi the Great. And I told myself, I was like, that phone died for a reason, because I needed to live in that moment. And I was like, you know what? I want to one day, the next Success Day that is going to happen, I must be called on that stage more than 5 times. And that is what happened, because the next success day I was called so many times on the stage because I made that decision that day. Sometimes when we attend company event, we go get inspired by the leaders that are doing absolutely amazing in the business. The second trip is here. We traveled to South Africa with my team, and that is leader Poppy and leader Zia. Right now as we speak, those are my two managers. Those are my two direct managers that made me a senior manager. And the second trip was Italy. Yo, I have never traveled out of Africa, and because of this amazing opportunity, my mentor gave an incentive for us to run for, and I qualified. She took me as her plus one. Oh God, God, please bless Mariana Hilarious. She took me as her plus one to Italy, and I went to experience and even see the bigger picture. And I was like, you know what? The forever that we used to hear from our grandparents is not the forever that we know now, you know. And I want you, if you are a guest in this meeting, I want you to give yourself a chance to learn about the forever now, the forever that is that is making waves now. That is the forever that you need to know more about, and you must plug in and change your situation with this amazing opportunity. I remember when we went to Italy, we went to rock the boat. We traveled and we went to also Venice, which is one of the, I don't know if it is the only floating city in the world or there is other, but we went to you know, and these are things that I never even thought were possible for me. Even me looking at these pictures, I would literally, if you told me beginning of 2024, I would say, no, you are lying. You know, it's not possible. If you've shown me this dream, I would say, no, stop photoshopping my pictures, because that can never be me. But when you are exposed to a given a business opportunity that actually does not care about where you are coming from, it's not about your background. Wherever you are coming from, whatever your story is, if you put in the work with Forever Living, nothing is impossible. And I love one say that we, you know, our leaders always say in this business, and they say, you know, this is the business opportunity where ordinary people like me and you can achieve extraordinary results. And last year I qualified for Eagle Manager, and you know, Forever Living says, you know what, you qualified, bring your plus one. And I gave this amazing chance to my elder sister to go with me to Phuket. And yo, it was mind blowing. My sister came back home and she decided I'm also going to start this opportunity. Right now as we're speaking, my elder sister is also my business partner, so everything was fully paid by Forever, from the flight tickets to the accommodations, everything was fully paid by Forever Living. So this is the opportunity that we are presenting to you tonight. Someone that could not afford to even join, someone that could not afford to pay rent, someone that was living on a 1.6 is now on a plane. She is now in Thailand with her elder sister. That is the power of Forever Living when you commit and put in the work. And you know, we were also going to Dubai for the global rally. And I also want to share something. Last year, the chairman's bonus, I actually could not qualify for the chairman's bonus, and I missed my chairman's bonus with 34 cc's from my manager. I ticked off everything, but for my, unfortunately, my manager did not do 600. She ended, or she ended at 564. And you know what? I cried. I cried. I was like, you know, I've been working so hard for this. I'm missing my chairman's bonus just with 34 cc's. I cried and I told myself, it's either you are going to be remaining in that situation crying because of something that was done, or you are going to tell yourself, tell yourself and say, you know what, Tia, you are going to rebuild. You are going to start over. Give yourself another chance. And you know, in the supervisor convention that we attended, Mr. Panga said, give yourself another chance. I sat in that meeting and I felt like he was talking to me. I'm gonna give myself another chance. I missed out on my chairman's bonus with the 600 from the manager. She missed with 34. But this year, I am giving myself another chance, and I am coming for chairman's bonus. And not only chairman's bonus, I am coming for everything that Forever has to offer, because there is nothing that I don't have that other leaders that are winning have. And In closing, I just want to say that I want you to stay close to the source of knowledge. Stay closer to the fire. You know, the other day I saw this quote that I screenshotted, and it says just a minute. It says the most expensive bill you will pay is the price of what you don't know. So I need you to educate yourself about forever living, the business opportunity. If you are in the business, attend presentations, attend company events, be one who is crazy about showing up, because you never know. You will always learn something new in every meeting. And I want also to tell you that for me, I look at presentations and company events as fuel to keep me going, because if you are not staying closer to the fire, your own fire will, it will go off, because now no one is pouring into your cup, and you will be drained, because I'm telling you right now that we are living in a life, or we are living in the world where we are surrounded by so many negativities. Surround yourself with people that are doing or achieving the things that you want to achieve in life. And you pay when you don't know or you don't have the knowledge. You pay in wasted time, repeated mistakes, and missed opportunities, and being burned out. So the more you know, the more you grow. So nobody's going to grow your dreams for you. Nobody is going to grow your dreams for you. You need to go for it. Nothing that I have achieved, and nothing that other leaders have achieved, you cannot achieve. So you need to push your business, because if you don't push your business, I want you to look at your business as a wheelbarrow. If you don't push it, it does not move. If you do not push your business, it will not move. And the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is how hard you are willing to go after it. You don't need a new opportunity. You just need to commit to the opportunity that you have right now. Be coachable, be willing to learn. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope my story have you have drawn inspiration from it, and I hope that you are going to go for it. Thank you so much.
Wow, 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 wow. What does a person say after such a powerful, powerful encounter? You know what? Yeah, your story is world class. I promise you, the way you shared your story, it's like I was hearing it for the very first time, I tell you. And thank you so much, my leader, for coming through. Thank you for taking time to prepare for us and to fill our cups and to, fill our wells, to fill our mindsets, to renew hope for someone who says, you know what, I've lost it. I don't know where to go from here, but you have just cemented it to say, it doesn't matter where you are coming from, but where you are going is the most important place. You said, cut your excuses. I literally saw myself taking a scissor in my head and cutting, and literally cutting, because seeing you the way you were before you joined the business, coming into the business, achieving all that you've achieved in just 2 years, this tells me that really there is hope for someone who still says, I can still stand up and make things happen. Thank you so much, my leader, for preparing such a powerful story. We appreciate you so much. And you know what? We can't wait to see you achieving more. The chairman's bonus is definitely coming. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who came through this evening. Thank you to all 623 of you. You guys made this evening a phenomenal one. There was not going to be a successful business presentation if none of you had not come through. So we truly appreciate you. May God bless all of you as you're going to close your month. 5 more days to go. Make that decision. No procrastination. No asking for validation. No going anywhere. Just faith it the way that Andreas has faithed it. And I just want to wish you guys a blessful evening. God bless you as you're going in, as you're coming out. May He bless the works of your hands, and may He guide you and protect you. Thank you so much